Hey, I'm Uche. Want tips on scholarships and studying abroad? Let's dive in. Today, we're going to talk about how to write SOP in details. Remember, your SOP is an integral part of your admission or application. And this SOP is your voice. So your SOP should contain 5 paragraphs. Not the standard, but this is my advice to you. Disclaimer, I'm not a consultant. I'm not an agent. I'm here giving out tips on how you can get scholarship and how you can study abroad. Tell a short story of who you are. What motivates you? What inspired you? What inspires you about this program? What motivates you to study this program? Remember, they tell a story. Start with a story. Storytelling can captivate your reader. This is why I always advise to start with a story whenever you're writing your SOP. Then the second paragraph should talk about your academic interest. Here, your academic and research interest. What do you want to study? Connect every part of your SOP to what you want to study. The first paragraph, the second paragraph, the third paragraph, the fourth paragraph, and the final paragraph should always connect to what you want to study. Your future academic goals. In this paragraph, the third paragraph, this is where you can talk about a faculty in that department that his or her research interest suits yours. For example, in this paragraph, you say, oh, I see myself working with Professor Uche on this. I see myself working with Professor Uche in this. This is what you explain in your third paragraph while writing your SOP. Remember, you have to mention the current research going on in that program. That's why you need to research before you start writing your SOP. If you're mentioning the professor you see yourself working with, you also mention the current research going on in that department or in that program. Then the fourth is your future goals. What do you want to do after your program? It should be your short and long-term goal. What are you going to be, or what are you going to do with this program after you graduate in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years? Then the fifth paragraph, this is where you praise the school, the department, the school, and the city where the school is situated. So many people or so many applicants do not remember to praise the city where the schools are situated. So in your final paragraph, this is where you praise the school. Always mention the word prestigious. Prestigious in your final paragraph. You praise the school, you praise the department, you praise the city where this school is situated in. For example, I studied in Brandon. Brandon is a very calm, cool city. This place is a cool place that has a welcoming environment. So what do you think about that city you're going to in a positive light? Then you thank them in anticipation. Thank you for accepting or considering my application.